Alright, now an initial configuration window will pop up as soon as you log in, and it will continue to pop up until you check this box. I'm going to leave that unchecked for now. There are 3 basic steps to this task window. The computer information, the server updates section, and the customization section where you can add roles and features and enable the remote desktop. Alright, first thing you want to do is set the time zone. If it's not already automatically set to the correct date and time, you just hop over here and change the date, change the time, click OK, click Apply, OK one more time, and you will be officially set. Next thing we want to do is configure networking. You right click on local area connection, go to properties. We're still currently using Internet Protocol version 4, so we'll leave 6 alone for now. Go to properties, switch from obtain automatically down to use the following IP address, and here you can type in your manual IP address. You can see I've already typed mine in using a default subnet mask, and I currently don't have a gateway, so I'm going to leave that blank. So click OK, click close. It'll take a second, and then you'll see this change to unidentified network. So then we can hop out of this. Then we're going to want to provide the computer name and domain. This is a description. Changing this really doesn't do much. You'll want to change the full computer name by clicking change, and then you type it in here, change it from whatever it was, probably WIN hyphen a string of characters. Click OK. You'll receive a prompt saying that you have to restart your computer, so just click OK and your computer will go through the rebooting process, and then it'll pop right back up with this initial configuration window. Just click enable automatic updating, enable Windows to select this option. It'll close automatically, and that's all we are going to cover in this particular tutorial. First thing we want to do is configure the time and date. In order to do that, you just type time date.cpl. This actually opens a window. Not all commands open a window. This one does. The time and date on this virtual machine is automatically synchronized with my system's time and date, which is correct. You can click this to make any changes necessary, and you click apply to make those permanent, and you click OK. Then you're back to your command prompt. Next thing you want to do is type in hostname. This gives you the actual name of your computer. It's going to be something weird like this. You have to know what the host name is in order to change the host name. So in order to do that, you want to type in netdom rename computer, all one word. And then you need to type in the current computer name. So win hyphen M6JC 587VWFF. All right. Then slash new name colon what you want to name the computer. I'm going to name this one 2050 server core domain controller, and hit enter, and if you haven't made any typos, it should work. Alright, it's gonna give you this prompt, and you just want to select Y, and it'll require you to restart. There's not really a restart command, and so you just use the shutdown command and pass it the parameter of R for restart, and that will give you this window. Click close. Alright, now that the computer has rebooted, we're gonna send that command, type in the password as usual. Alright, here we are back at our beautifully simple command line. The next thing we want to do is change some of the network settings. But first, let me just show you what they are. IP config, and go ahead and /all. This will give you the information. You can see DHCP is enabled. We have this dynamic IP address, default subnet mask, and default gateway. Also the DNS servers going on right here. We're going to change all that. So let's type in net sh. That pops us into the context, the direct context of NetShell. You can type in question mark to see what kind of command options you have. The one we are looking for is interface. So go ahead and type in interface, hop in there. You can continue to type in the question mark to see what your command options are. The next one we're looking for is IPv4. Alright, now we're ready to change some stuff. We definitely want to change, we want to switch from DHCP to static, and then we have to define our own address. So to do that, let's type in set address name equals, we're going to be doing the local area connection. Source, here's where we change it from DHCP to static. Address, this will actually change the system's IP address. We're going to go with 203. You know, you can type in whatever address is necessary. The one that's necessary for me is .203. So next, mask. I'm just going to go with the default. And lastly, gateway. I don't actually have a gateway right now, so I'm just going to set this to 0. And then the gateway metric, it's going to be set to 1. Click enter. And it looks like we are successful. No error messages, that's always good. So type in bye or exit to hop back over to regular command line. Now just to verify that that actually worked, let's type in IP config and check it out. DHCP not enabled. Here's our IP address that we set. The subnet mask default gateway has been changed as we told it to. Very good. Alright, the next thing we want to do is enable remote access. To do that, we'll type in this string of commands. Net sh adv firewall set all profiles, one word, settings, remote management enable. And unless I made a mistake, that should work. And there it is. Okay. So that will allow remote access to the server via Microsoft Management Console. Those are all the initial configurations that we will be going over in this tutorial.